Right then YouTube, long time no see, but the VXR is back. 2 days ago I picked up the car from its forged rebuild, 2 months after it lost oil pressure and left me stranded. So in today's video I'm going to talk about the delays, the rebuild, the braking process, give you my first impressions on the new Helix 6-paddle clutch, and show you the shiny new engine and some old damaged parts. So without further ado, let's cut to collection day. Right, so I'm finally back in the VXR. I'm at Rusty Autos. Just picked it up from getting forged. 8 weeks, finally done. Delay is not exactly their fault, since the machine shop had issues and then their shop flooded. The machine shop, that is. The roof fell in and all sorts. But we're going to start it up now and drive the car for the first time with the new clutch and everything like that. I'll check back in with you when I get it back to Sheffield, basically, and we'll go from there. Epic, I've missed this thing so much. Right, see you in a little bit. Right then, driving a VXR again. First thoughts on this Helix clutch is it's actually really not bad. It is a bit juddery, like bitey. It's going to take some getting used to. I could do with a bit more torque setting off in this map, and when you disengage it, it does give you a good kick. It's noticeably different, not necessarily bad, but different. I've got to keep the car under 3,000 RPM, and there's a very long braking process of oil changes every few hundred miles to get all the rings bedded in and everything. Once we're through all of that, it'll be full send. We'll need a map tweak to make sure it's running right since the pistons have been changed, but yeah, it drives flawlessly. This is probably the nicest it's felt ever with the new clutch. A stiff clutch is definitely better than a slippy one. So yeah, while I'm sort of talking and driving, we will go over the last 2 months of happenings, as it were. So yeah, Rusty Auto's got the car for a full forge and a wedged block, which basically means the coolant passages are partially blocked off with press fit pieces of CNC machined metal, and that essentially lets the block take more power without cracking, whereas you can risk cracking at 500 horsepower not wedged. Supposedly a wedged block can do something like 800, so no matter what we do with the car in future, especially with all the abuse it's going to get on track, it will be good to go. Basically, we're not going to have to worry about breaking the rods, the pistons, or the block. So it's sort of a do it right the first time thing. You don't want to spend all that money getting it opened up for the block to crack and ruin your lovely new pistons. The problem is, Rusty and a lot of engine builders won't do the machine work themselves. They're not machinists. So the machine work to make the wedges and to cut the extra width into the block for them to fit and then to press fit them in is outsourced to a proper machine shop that has a massive CNC mill, I'm assuming, and they've broke a tool, and then with all the rain we had like a month ago, there was flooding. I'm assuming the shop flooded and the roof caved in as well. So he's had a massive backlog. I think currently the wait for a wedge block is like 4 weeks if you were to drop it off today. So yeah, that's the sort of delay. Rusty's original turnaround time was 3 weeks, which is the best out of any VXR engine builder, anyone that forges them. That is the best you'll get, is 3 weeks. Like, I've heard of R&D taking more like 3 months, and one guy said he left his car at Spec J for 11 months. Granted, there was a lot of work being done, it wasn't just an engine build, but yeah, it takes a lot of time when you're that busy, and Rusty had the shortest turnaround time. Since this is my daily, although I don't have to drive daily, I did obviously want it back relatively quickly, and that's part of the reason to choose them. Is there's not a bad review of them on their Facebook or Google for the years that they've been operating, and the turnaround time is just way better than anyone else. A new clutch and new biting point is definitely going to take some getting used to, although once you're above 10 mile an hour it's proper smooth to drive. It's just like stock. it's not that heavy either. So yeah, Rusty did all that work for me. You can't fault the work they've done at all. Put some pictures up on screen of now it's been rebuilt versus how it was before. The new oil pump, they picked up on some stuff that had been done incorrectly. They fitted the oil lines for me, they fitted the clutch and flywheel at no extra cost because the engine was apart already. So fast forward to future me editing this video, I did want to say they managed to sort the MOT for me as well, because the MOT expired the second or third week that the car was at Rusty's. So top-notch customer service on that one. It really does actually drive like a brand new car now. I genuinely can't think of a time this car has felt better to drive than it does now. Having driven the Mini a lot, this thing is in desperate need of a short shifter. Jesus Christ. It's like driving a lorry compared to the literal 1-inch throw between first and second on the Mini. But I'm over the moon with it, to be honest. Probably not worth the wait because I wanted to have the car. I didn't have some other car like ready to drive. My plan was actually to get my Vectra back on the road like at the start of next year, which now won't be happening because I've spent so much money on this thing, and then get this forged at the end of next year and have another car to drive at the time. So that whole plan has gone sort of out the window, which does mean I'll probably get a big turbo on this much sooner. Like, it's only needs the fuel system to go with it now. Everything else is sort of ready to accept a G25 550 in a tubular manifold, so you know, it is what it is anyway. The car's back stronger and nicer to drive than ever. I'm over the moon just to have the car, and we'll leave it at that basically. So I'm gonna drive home and put some music on rather than talking to you the whole time. I'm sure you don't want an hour-long vlog of me getting back to Chef, so I'll leave you with some B-roll of the car, whatever I manage to film over the next couple of days before uploading this on Sunday maybe, and yeah, I'll see you in future videos, especially once this is running and we can actually do stuff with it again. Track stuff next year. I want to do the brakes before then, get some massive Brembos or APs or something on it, and really get my money's worth out of the track days. So there might be a video on that in the next couple of months. But with the weather and stuff, it's not even good for working on cars anyway, is it, over winter? So hope you enjoyed the video. Please check out the other stuff on my channel if this is the first one you're seeing and you've for some reason listened to me for all this time. Remember to like, comment, subscribe and all that stuff, and I'll see you in the next one.
Living life every day, late at night, not okay. All I want, and I pray, all I need are some better days. Fuck me, I'm looking in the mirror, so foggy, but I've never seen clearer. I don't really think anyone can save me, and honestly I'm not really sure I want saving. I like to be my own worst enemy. There's no risk if you don't try at anything, so I'ma just keep buying everything. See you in the next life, have to be a better me. I don't think that my head's on straight, gotta flip it and grip it and go and get an x-ray. What's wrong with me? I just feel weight pushing on my chest and it squeezes till I suffocate. Better change my mindset, meditate. It's pretty cool that I'm alive and have better days. I could walk, see, hear, I should celebrate. Think I could change my mind, maybe elevate. Living life every day, late at night, not okay. All I want,